expecting to win, but
Yeah,
just fun little themes. And we're starting.
that we are. So first off is the hardest level in the game. Pack Village.
Oh, Laz. Hitting the gate there. Not very good. Jets is at a score of 90. I think 90 you mash A. For some reason, if your score in a stage is 80 or below, you need to just move direction on the map instead of mash through the results screen. Very weird, but...
It actually is very weird because sometimes I get 80 and below, and I can still mash A and skip the level. It's really weird.
This game just is very weird, but it makes it an interesting run, of course. You can kind of see the rev rolls and how we're abusing mechanics a little bit to make bare basics just that much quicker.
Bare Basics is one of the earlier levels, but it's one of the most movement-intensive levels.
Yeah, this is... A lot of World 1, actually, has no... With the exception of the boss and some really funky stuff in the last level before the boss, this world is all movement. And even the tricks in Pac-Pond, the last level, are basically dependent on how good your movement is while attempting them. For example, if you see something like Laz rolling into the pit, missing the flower, it's going to have a big deal when Jets gets it, because the whole thing is gameplay, and Laz has a disadvantage after that.
Yeah, a lot of people, sometimes some runners take World 1 for granted, although World 1 is probably, in all honesty, probably one of the hardest worlds in the game just because of movement.
Oh yeah, no. We're going to see a lot of really tricky like skips and tricks to make things faster, but movement-wise, this world is no joke.
Yes. There's a lot of staying out of the water that's up top here, because the water is way slower than just running.
Yeah.
And to do that, you have to do specific rev rolls onto platforms and
kind of abuse physics here. Jet's with a really good waterless. But yeah, you can kind of bump the button and stuff like that to get a little bit of height to make it from ledge to ledge. Law's also with a pretty good waterless. Had to do an extra roll compared to Jet's, but honestly, still...
It's the beginning of the run, but yeah. I'm looking that up right now. Looking at someone in the chat, Roos asked for Jets PV, and I'm looking that up right now.
Yeah, I don't remember if it's on speedrun.com, but I feel like
it is. I think it is. I think Rallis is the one that's not on speedrun.com.
Oh.
You know, speedrun will load.
Yeah, that happens. But we can talk about Blinky during all this, which you see them kind of jumping into. Jets with a good one cycle there, doing 3 and 3. I'm not so sure if Laz will get the last hit. Nope. Laz is going to have to go for 2 cycle.
Yeah.
Which is probably the best option out of that. I mean, a 1 cycle obviously, but if you can't get a 1 cycle, 2 cycles easily.
Yeah, it was still a really good attempt at 1 cycle. Oh my god, I thought Jets was going to ledge bonk on the Bedoing.
Not on speedrun.com, so I'll have to check his stream if he has.
Yeah. But as you can see here with a big skip there, skipping, climbing up a tree, and jumping back down, Bedoing Woods is kind of one of the first big broken-ish levels in the game, where instead of relying solely on movement, we have to land certain skips and tricks to speed things up. And we're going to take a break from that in the level after. Treewood Forest isn't going to have too much to it, but then really for the rest of the game, the kind of skips and tricks over movement. Not saying movement is important, but the importance of skips and tricks are going to pick up incredibly.
Yes. After Pinky, that's when a lot of movement will happen, and that's where we're seeing our first big skip.
Mm-hmm.
Consider Bedoing Woods a big skip too, but...
I mean, yeah, it's fairly big, but like, you'll see what we mean when we mean big.
Jets is... It's a 45 exactly.
Oh, okay. And I don't remember what Laz's is, but I'm not sure if it's up 45. Ooh!
Laz is 45, 49.
That's a death from Jets, and that's a death from Laz!
Oh no.
That was one of Laz's best chances. Granted, Jets was really close to a checkpoint, and Laz actually also was on a checkpoint, but those are still just great. Yeah, Treewood is... Oh my god, Laws almost took the death that Jets did. The thing about Treewood is it's kind of one of those more execution-based levels, but it's a lot more open. And by open, I mean there's more bottomless pits to worry about.
Yeah.
So deaths like that can happen all the time.
Especially under pressure. Right. Jet's making it up. Okay, I didn't see if he had health or not left.
He did,
But
yeah. I mean,
yeah.
he died at a point, like, after most of the saw boosts. Or, like, not the saw boosts, but the saws in general. Laws died really early, though, so he has to be careful.
Oh.
Yeah. I still am kind of annoyed he did that. Jets grabbed the chrome ball. Jet's struggling to grab the chrome ball a little bit, but getting it. Oh, I thought that was going to hit the death plane. I aim way too far right.
He's doing one of the first big skips in the game, which is Butane Pain skip. Laws dying, try attempting it.
Yeah, so you get into the... Go ahead.
In the beginning, if you didn't skip that right there, you have to go up the tree, and I think... No, you just have to go up the tree, and you have to go across. But since we do that, it's just, it's all of that.
Yeah. Getting to the bonus kind of area, because that button will spawn 7 or 8 lives. Oh my god, Laws! But you go to a bonus area that sends you to part of the level quicker, and then you use this chrome ball. You saw Jets do it, we're about to see Laws do it. Skip getting another chrome ball to get up to this button, because the chrome ball usually takes a while to get to, but just gonna jump into a later part of the stage instead of taking the intended pack dot trails.
Not at all.
Jets with a good finish to the level. Laws getting low on health again.
Pardon, I'm surprised. It may be 10-15 seconds, if I had to guess. But Jet's pulling off a pretty good Inky right now, getting all the double hits, not missing one.
Yeah,
which I think is about 28 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Very short, boss, and that was basically textbook how to do it.
Yeah. Laws coming in Inky.
Jets with, with the amount of time they have right now, Jets with maybe a 25 to 30 second lead entering Ice River.
Yeah.
The levels are going to stop being short now, is basically what's going to happen. We're going to get a lot of longer levels.
One hit on Inky, but luckily didn't die.
Yeah. Inky can be very scary. Ooh!
Oh no!
Oh no!
That is a lot of time lost. Laws, they're like within 5 seconds.
Less than 10, probably.
Yeah, they're very close now. Death to take on Jets' part.
Absolutely. It gets scarier, because as levels get longer, obviously they're going to put checkpoints, farther and farther apart.
Yeah.
So deaths are just going to keep getting more and more costly throughout the whole run.
Lost taking the lead.
Yeah.
A hard time trying to recover from that strat. He tried going for it.
It can be very hard.
Yes.
To
he
recover.
Tried going for it again, but he didn't. Understand. Laws. I'm not sure. I won't disclose that. But yeah, he didn't practice today. That's all I'll say.
Wow.
Yeah, he hasn't practiced, I don't think, for a couple of days, so he's probably a little rusty still.
It makes sense. I don't know what he's been doing recently.
I'm not sure either. Laud having a good stairs, which puts him another second ahead of Jets.
Yeah, but Jets is, not letting Laws get too far ahead right now.
Yeah.
Oh, Laws not getting on a platform. Putting Jets back in the lead.
Probably did, yeah. Probably forgot about this. They're still within, 3 seconds?
That was 2 seconds on the split. It was 9:33 for Jets, 9:35 for Laws. So yeah, Jets 2 seconds ahead of Laws entering Avalanche Alley, one of the big deciders of how a race will go.
This is one of the one of the major choke points in the run, because the camera is facing towards the player, so they have to go against the camera, which makes it very hard for casual players and speedrunners both. Like I said, around the level everywhere, and Laws falling into the pit, which I think
trying to go for some nice swag on the ice roll, but not quite going where he wants.
If runners aren't careful, or if they have a brain fart, they can forget where these pits are and just go right into them. That's how.
Yeah, a lot of people will remember the basic shape of these parts of the level. You do it so much from dying, it's not that hard to commit to memory.
It really isn't now.
But Jets, sliding in through this middle part of Avalanche Alley, there's actually kind of a bit chill compared to the beginning and ending.
Yeah,
but
the middle part.
It's also the shortest part by far. You get our taste of wind rolls, which are huge.
Yes.
Wind's supposed to blow you off track, but we can use rolling into it to just kind of boost our speed.
Really janky way of getting a double activation there. But basically there, you want to activate both rev rams at the same time to try to hit you at the same time, so you can have enough time to get that skip right there.
Yep.
If you only get one, it makes it a little smaller, but it's still doable.
Yep. Oh my goodness,
Ooh.
living, but taking fall damage. Oh my god. And then almost falling in that pit. I swear to goodness, Jets.
That is a really good wind boost to get there.
It is. Yeah, now you can see wind boosts go from being, you know, that one easy thing you did outside the cave to being able to kill you.
Yeah.
If you're not...
After the checkpoint. Oh, no!
Oh no, Laws!
What is going on?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you can make wind rolls safer by canceling your rev roll, but sometimes you just want to go for as much distance as possible. And you also have to make sure you're not too close to the ceiling.
Oh.
There we go, Law's getting it.
Gosh.
But Jets...
taking fall damage off the last wind boost.
Yeah, it was very scary, but going through a deathless final cave is always something to be happy about.
Yeah.
So I imagine Jets is feeling real good. No.
That first wind boost was really good.
Oh my goodness. Laws was sliding on the edge there. Laws is just having a time, I guess.
Yeah.
Also, just like... Never mind.
Dress is pretty far ahead.
Yeah, Jets says a lot right now. Going into Blade Mountain, you want to do small things here. There's no skips, you're constantly moving downwards because of the ramped ice skates, and Laws is dead.
No.
You can see the problem with wind rolls now if you didn't notice them on Jets' end.
Laws, but yes. Basically, for your strategy for Blade Mountain is to try to keep Pac-Man's hands behind him, because if Pac-Man's hands are behind him, that normally means you're going at almost full speed. That's another death. Oh no. Your goal is to try to go as forward as straight as possible, because that gives you the most forward momentum and that saves a bunch of time. It also gives you a lot of speed. So most of the top runners have really good Blade Mountain times, just because the movement is so. It's hard for new runners to learn, but if you take time to learn it, you save probably 10 seconds over average.
Oh!
Laws!
Laws really went ham on that one.
Oh no.
But it's costing. It's costing bad. Yeah, you can see the tilt.
Yes, Laura, I feel the same.
Yeah. Well, we have time to talk about stuff like that later.
Yeah, of course. Especially YPM.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah. But, Law is kind of taking it safe here. Again. Basically, an hour after this race is when Joker is racing.
Yeah. Getting through, though.
Mercy rule on Pac-Man.
There is no mercy in this game. This game does not treat you with respect. Next question.
I If anything, I would say Mercy Rule is if someone dies in Pac Marine, like right.
That
before
okay. You know what? I'll give you that.
That's like a 2-3 minute time loss right there, and there's no way to make that up. So
Absolutely.
they are about a Blade Mountain 2.5 minutes if you're good at Blade Mountain. If not, it's about 2 minutes and 50 seconds. So they are pretty far apart right now.
Yeah. What you said about the length of Blade Mountain, like for me, it's usually 250.
Usually for me, it's 248, 249. So
I actually haven't checked my splits recently.
Ooh.
Pinky, that was oh my goodness.
Just missing
Yes.
a first hit on Pinky.
How do you like live that? That was really impressive. I don't.
No!
Okay. Oh no.
First hit because his rev roll didn't go out far enough. He had too small of, I guess, his circumference.
Oh, okay. So he didn't bonk Pinky.
Oh, he completely missed.
Okay. Yeah, you can see you can kind of get bullied by the snowballs if you don't have your fight on lock.
Yeah.
Nice turn there. All right.
To Timo for keeping up with the deaths.
Yeah.
He missed again.
Oh my goodness.
Oh gosh, Jets.
I mean, with only one death on Pinky, I feel like that's the takeaway.
Yeah,
I only died once. Because Pinky can kill you on basically every attack you try on her.
Yes, and it's Pinky is not an easy boss, especially if you're trying to do good Pinky.
Mm-hmm.
Laws did not die and play that.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Volcano. The Volcano stages are some of the most kind of trick-based stages in the game.
That, again.
That was awesome.
I mean, he has time if he missed it, so I'm not too...
oh yeah, no, if he's looking at the stream, he probably knows that he could have gone for that.
Ooh, that camera, what is going on with that?
World 2. Yeah, but like, even in the stages where, taking a death trying to skip some platforms, but even in stuff that doesn't look as kind of major, there's a bunch of like small tricks going on here to skip tiny things in ITV, and it saves a lot of time. And then the next two stages are going to get into some of the more major things in the game, but ITV is really still just as important as any other level in the lava.
Yeah, ITV and we will see in a minute Magma Opus are two very, very movement-intensive levels. There's no really skips. There are levels that are... Oh,
okay,
no!
well,
Laws!
that was a strat.
Yes, there's
Timo, that's the next stage.
Yeah, that's the next stage that Jets is going to go into.
Yep, and he's in the finale of Into the Volcano. Laws, let's see if he can get a better Pinky than Jets did. If he hits more of his rev rolls and doesn't die, we could see the start of him trying to build up back to Jets.
Okay, he got that
Jets is still very scarily large ahead, and I feel like Laws, with how his run's been going, would know that, even if he wasn't looking at the stream.
Yeah.
But that Pinky definitely was not bad.
Yeah, they're a whole ITV apart, so they're probably about a minute and 50 seconds, which is actually saving time.
Yeah, absolutely. Jets going into Volcanic Panic, the biggest skip in the game, maybe.
Oh, second. Ghost Bayou is bigger.
Ghost Bayou is bigger? I don't know. I don't know how to consider each one. But you'll see here the movement has to be super tight because you're on a timer. We use this chrome ball to survive in the lava, which is helpful when we go out of bounds into an out of bounds plane of lava. This lava is supposed to sink as you go through the level, but it keeps all this lava in a plane below other aspects of the level. And fortunately, there's ways to clip into it and find the end of the level from there.
That's going for slow VP, gets it first try. Not bad, not bad.
Absolutely, yeah, that was beautiful.
So the ending there, the reason why he went slow is because if you go too fast, you'll just walk into it. Laws, no!
Laws, what was that?
He kick-flipped before hitting the ledge.
He's going for the ITV warp. Someone once told a story that they were practicing ITV, fell off a part at this part of the stage, and landed at the end. And it's not believable at all. But I'm still hoping we find it.
Yeah. The main thing that... Oh, Laws, no! Stop it!
You don't do that!
You
Laws
red roll! Oh, no.
Alright, Jet's skipping a large puzzle room in Magma Opus near the beginning.
Yeah.
And then this level has another Chrome Ball timer.
You heard me, Reverend.
Thank you, Loz.
No. Yeah, no. So with this Chrome Ball, we take it pretty much to the end and just skip the ending of the. Law's dying again.
Jets, I think, might need to take the ending a little bit slower. I don't know how this Chrome Ball is right now.
Oh, it's good. It's good.
Okay. Wow, had a lot of time. Jeez,
Yeah.
I didn't even notice.
The Chrome Balls normally give you a bunch
Some
of time.
stuff that happened. Maybe I just need to improve my Magma Opus strats. There we go. Landing both parts of the slide skip. Oh. There we go. Landing
He went
both
too
parts
hard.
of the slide skip.
Too far to the right, which made that happen. Normally, you want to jump into the middle of that column there for that to
Yeah, you
work,
basically want to go inside of it, and it'll land you on the end.
right? Jet's going into Clyde. First Clyde of the run.
Oh boy. Oh, let's see it.
Ooh. Okay.
Pause
I'll be the
buffering.
one
There we go.
to explain Clyde. So basically with Clyde, his left hitbox, from our perspective, it's his right. It has a hitbox that you can butt bounce on and jump on, which lets you get onto, I'm on top of him earlier and butt bounce on top of him.
Yeah.
Recently, right before this tournament started, I found a strat that allows you to jump on top of Clyde even earlier on phase 2, and it's also very helpful. Basically, we call it rev roll jumping, or rev jumping for short. Law's dying in PP skip.
Yeah, looks like rolled a little bit too early to clip, and ended up bouncing
actually-
off the wall and hitting the death point of the lava.
Yeah. So, basically, what you do is you start a rev roll, and at the left or right. Yeah, Law's retrying that VP.
Yeah, I had
Clyde's
problems in
left
early
eye.
movement.
It's Clyde's left eye, but from our perspective, it's Clyde's right eye.
Yeah.
But yeah, so rev roll jumping is a frame perfect trick that if you start a rev roll and jump out of it on a slope, you jump a lot higher than you would normally, and even just on the ground, it does a little bit more height, which also lets you on top of Clyde quickly and get 2 hits in. But as phases go on, the hitbox gets smaller and smaller, which makes it harder to hit Clyde. As you'll probably, hopefully not, you may see here in phase 5. Phase 5 has the smallest hitbox, and it's just ridiculous how it's. Oh no! Laws, no!
I looked away. Did he fall past the floor?
Laws getting trying to go for fast VP, but
Oh
doesn't
my
get it.
god.
Hitting Clyde.
Jets, that was insane.
Yeah. They are now. Laws. I think 12 deaths. Yeah. Law's dying again.
This is not good.
This is not good.
We're
This
gonna
is
have
very hard to watch.
2 different YPMs.
I know.
This rate.
Yet though. They have to be 8 minutes apart for that to happen. But they are not yet. They're probably about. I think Laws is gonna have to reset on that. I don't think he'll make it. Yep. So Jets is in the Scuba Duba right now. One of the first of the 2 levels you just mash B in to go faster. Yeah, he's not gonna make that. There's a thing called Mine Boost, which if you take damage from a mine, hit another mine. We don't actually know works, but we have a couple of ideas, which is if we hit if we get hit and try to hit a mine, I think it makes us seem like we're out of bounds since there's a hurt box there, but the game pushes us back in bounds, gives us more speed. I think that was the consensus of what happened.
Yeah, and the main thing is when you boost when doing it, you can kind of carry the speed longer because the game's in a state that tries to preserve your top speed for a little bit longer. At least that's something that I think is happening. Again, mine boosts are actually one of the most mysterious parts of this game.
Yeah, Laws finally finishing Volcanic Panic. I don't know how far they are apart. Magma Opus is about, I think, 1 minute and 50 seconds, 2 minutes, depending. So we'll just have to see. hopefully Laws can get a good Clyde, and then, we'll have some sort of closeness in this race. Or Laws could get one cycle. He's done it before in a race. So pretty much, in a sense, these are the next 3 levels are going to be auto scrollers, and there really is not much you can do to speed them up. So you can go ahead and ask any questions if you need or anything like that. While we watch Laws get through Magma Opus and Clyde.
Yep.
And Jets get through Shock Attack and YPM, which are
Fantastic.
But yeah, although he would have made it. Okay, one cycle whale is a trick where you can there's a giant robotic whale that the 4 ghosts are in, and there are 4 propellers in the back. Each propeller takes 9 hits to shoot off, which makes when you shoot one off, the whale waits for like what, half a second to away. So if we found, oh no, not we, I'm sorry, Bruce found a strat from tassing and then found his own RTA strat to try to hit all the propellers off at the same time. Although it hasn't been performed yet in this tournament, I think closer to the end of the tournament we will see one.
Probably.
A bunch of time over a 2 cycle. And
I mean, Lost has gotten 1 cycles before.
Lost has gotten one cycle.
That is still a 1 cycle.
True.
That is more than me.
I've gotten a couple. But
yeah, it's epic.
I don't know about epic, but no. I prefer the term God Gamer. No. No, it's a very hard trick, and there's very, very little time to do it. So it's luckily, it's even have a chance to do it RTA. It's especially under pressure, it's very hard. Like on a good run, or in a tournament race, or in a race in general. Try to show off chain skip, but I could never do that, and that's harder than 1 cycle whale, just because no one really knows how to set it up, and I'm the only one, I think, who's really trying to figure out a consistent way to do it.
Yeah.
But Lost Clyde's going pretty okay. It's not anything great, and it's not horrid, so that's good. But yeah, the next 2 levels are kind of game was at GDQ, I think SGDQ
AGDQ 18. AGDQ 18.
And that's actually, fun fact, that's how McKitty Guys 05 started running the game, is because it was the AGDQ.
Yeah, and now McKitty Guys is one of... he's just an outstanding runner.
In semifinals for winners.
Yeah, very dedicated to this game. Obviously loves it a lot. It's really great to see, because there was a while where we actually were kind of a little bit dry. We wouldn't get too many new people.
Yeah.
Or at least new people that would stay for long.
Yeah. I think in the 3 years that I've been running this game, after GDQ was the biggest influx of new people. But that's about it.
So Jet's entering an 8-minute auto-scroller. That's not a joke.
Yeah, no, it's 7 minutes and like 57 seconds. But...
including the split time from splitting, it's 8 minutes. So, considering you just mash a button, it's like 7:59 point something. If you split it, fade out on Shark Attack. And mashing A and start is basically auto-scrolling.
Yeah. Yeah, this, it's fun to watch, and to play, but, Pac-Man's the worst level.
Yeah.
Except for
I
that.
wish Pac-Man was like Sky Chase from Sonic Adventure, but if you try and stay in a corner here, you will die and will lose a lot of time for it. So.
Oh, fun fact. I'm signed up to do a marathon to where during Pac-Man I'll be doing a Galaga run during Pac-Man. So.
Yeah. Jeez. That sounds fun. I was part of an organization team on a marathon last weekend, where a donation incentive was during a very long cutscene during Half-Life 2. the runner booted up a game of Refund and played through it. Because that game is like 3 minutes.
Yeah. No, the only problem with that is I'm nervous because I'm definitely gonna have to practice that because YPM does take some focus. So
Yeah.
I can't focus all my attention on one or the other game because Galaga is not an easy game to speedrun either.
No, absolutely.
5-minute run and an 8-minute auto scroller.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun. I'll have to give myself extra lives just in case because I don't want to. Because if I lose one of those runs like later on in the level, there's no way I'll be able to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's in August. I'll probably be talking about that more. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, Love's getting a small mind boost there.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh yeah, we were gonna talk about a Joker and Smash.
Joker and Smash.
Yeah, that's coming out right at pretty much an hour after this race. Yeah, I mean he's just now getting into. No, he's not even in Shark Attack. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, that was Scuba Duba.
Yeah, he's really far behind.
Jets entered YPM around the same time Laws entered Scuba Duba.
Yeah.
So is the first half of Waterworld ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, at least 5 minutes, maybe more.
I can check my stuff during this part of the game. Let's see.
I guess I can slightly promote that marathon.
Probably.
Because people, they need more people to run the race. It's going to be a 3-day marathon from August 16th to August 18th, and it's going to be held in Dallas. So if there are any Texas runners who want to join that, be sure to whisper me, and I'll definitely...
Yeah. I always love marathons, so...
Even
if I was near Dallas...
Even if you're not in Texas, they're allowing online runs from all over U.S. So...
Oh!
Yeah.
Well,
it's
I
be
might
online...
go look at that.
And an in-person event, so that's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out then.
I'll be yeah, Galaxian. Fun fact: I submitted 2-pack, and well, no, yeah, I already said that. I submitted 2-pack, and I made an incentive as running a Galaga run during YPM, so that's gonna be fun if it works out.
That's gonna be crazy. You're gonna have to practice that. Sounds great though. Yeah, I always love the marathon scene. So
yeah, I'll be putting links in the World 2 Discord and a couple of Discords that I'm in that people speedrun.
Oh, nice mind boost again, Laws.
Yeah, that was a good mind boost. So yeah, if someone wants to submit 2-pack, I could always
race.
Do a race.
Yeah.
I think even if you're not in the Americas, you could probably still
do an online run.
Yeah, you could try. They never said explicitly it has to be in US, but I mean, you can always. Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. I have no idea. They never explicitly said it's US only. Pac-Man 2 on SNES.
We actually have that's been run as SGDQ 2018.
It has. That was kind of funny to watch.
It was interesting. Because a lot of people are upset about this, it was AGDQ 14, I think. There was a Pac-Man 2 run, and it was kind of just like a meme. It went way over estimate, and a lot of Pac runners actually don't like that one that much. But yeah, no, at SGDQ, the last SGDQ, Party Man X offered a really good run of it, actually. And the way that they talk about the game, and not only the interview they had, but the itself, actually almost makes it sound playable, which is an achievement when you're talking about Pac-Man 2. Alas, it's not. I've tried.
But yeah, no, that will be a very fun marathon. I'm actually attending in person because that's only like 30 minutes from where I live, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm also volunteering because I think you have to also buy. You go to it, or you can volunteer and just get in for free. So yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. They're a little low on volunteers right now. There's only me and one other person, and then the 2 admin. So yeah, even if you don't want to run, please volunteer because it gets you into Game Fest and Anime Fest for free.
Interesting. I'm not going to be going in person again. I think school might be started by that point.
August 16th.
August 16th.
Yeah.
That might be like close to my first day.
Yeah. But yeah, no. If you want to participate online, you're welcome to. And if you just want to, participate in person or just be in the Discord to hear updates, then yeah, please DM me and I will let you know.
And of course, I also submitted this to a marathon recently. If we're gonna talk about marathons, I submitted this. I think we're done with the level.
Yes, Jets.
Yes.
Finally.
Okay.
Laws
I'm not
almost dead.
All right.
Oh no.
Yeah. Also happening though, I think this. I don't know dates in June.
Okay, he's got another. Okay. Oh.
Yeah, the first full weekend of June, I submitted this to a marathon, and we'll see if it gets in actually fairly soon.
Yeah. A great place to know where World 2 is going to be run is in the World 2 Discord.
Yeah. Our speedrun.com page has
submitted this to a marathon to not show eyes. But yeah.
Yeah, Jet's setting up that 1 cycle. Looks like he's ready to go for the sweep.
He was a little
got 3. Really good.
Yeah.
Again, it's kind of really big, the difference between 1 and 2 cycle, but you'll take a 2 cycle. You really
it's about
will.
a 30-second difference.
Unless you're like top level, like someone like Nacho, who I think recently lost their God run to Whale.
Alright, yeah. Like I said, if you want more details about the event, just just whisper me, and I'll be sure to put this out again at the end of this race. So if you're wondering about the marathon. Our machine broke in valid race. I don't know about that one, Chief. They're only like what, half a second off at that. So. Oh, and at this marathon there will be a practice room as well. So.
Hey,
not
those
just
are
you go
always
in
good.
Yeah, this seems like a pretty solid marathon for just starting out. I think they did 1 marathon before this, so.
Yeah, it is always rough to get marathons off the ground.
Yeah, but this one seems like it's gonna be pretty good. Anyway,
Good.
Jets on to Haunted Boardwalk, the first level in World 6, which is a very, very big choking point, and especially under pressure.
As you can tell, the physics are a little bit different due to Pac-Man's roller skates. So it's not only going to make you have less friction because you're on wheels instead of on shoe, but I can see here after the first checkpoint, the platforms will all start falling. So not only do you have to be quick to not die, but you also have to think about where you land to make sure that they don't fall in unfavorable positions. Which is why you see a lot of kick flipping in this level to cancel height. You can see Jets kick flipping almost every jump to try and cancel height and control Pac-Man just that much better because you need all the control you can get here.
I was not really paying attention to Pac-Man there. I saw that.
The level does not force you forward. You can move around. It might as well with the falling boards, but...
Yeah, really.
Yeah, no, you can go in direct, non-forward directions in this level. It's just not recommended for obvious reasons.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely to go forward as much as possible. Same thing as in Blade Mountain, just because it's faster to go forward because you have to cover more ground if you just go in directions.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, this Haunted Boardwalk, I think it's actually the harder of the 3 levels that are in World 6, just because if you mess something up. Oh!
Oh no!
Oz, no! Oz, no!
hate to see it.
Oh, that's the first death in YPM in this tourney.
Yeah.
And that is a lot of time. I think he was close to a checkpoint too.
I can't say I was paying attention to YPM
Either that
compared to
or
Haunted Boardwalk.
Either that or he just got his checkpoint. Which, if that's the case, that's good. So he didn't lose that much time, but that's still a lot of time.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Jet's coming up to the end of Haunted Boardwalk here.
Yeah.
So.
Actually, I'll mention something funny. And the reason why it might look really weird with the death on Laws is because Pac-Man is just a compilation of parts that the game randomly squeezes together to make an 8-minute level. And sometimes you'll see you won't get... So it places stuff in parts and then just puts, has fruit and certain tokens in those parts. But you don't see those parts every time. So Pac-Man can get really funky if you have a death because it'll still look different. Like, we used to think it was just straight up random, but it's actually just there are preset parts. Which I noticed, because I once got 2 token-bearing parts in the same run-through of the level, and it refreshed the tokens when I died. So, like, they were health wedges in token spots.
But
it's a funky stage.
Jets into night crawling. Night crawling is one of the only stages. No, the only stage actually. We need fruit in. So in this one, he's going to need an apple and a cherry, which he has both already. Without it, you would not be able to finish the level.
Yeah. There's already stuff all over the game that usually requires you get fruit to maybe get a bonus. And I'm not 100% sure if... Actually, I think it's the only time it's required to beat a stage. But even if there are other times where it's usually required to beat a stage, this is the only period of time where it's non-skippable. Oh my god, Jet's having problems setting up this rev roll. Fortunately, both the fruit that you need are very early on in the level and not very hard to get to at all. So, really, as long as you remember them, it doesn't... Really, the bigger challenge of the level is remembering them more than actually the stuff where you get them.
Oz finally finishes YPM.
Yeah.
That's tough to see.
It is. Jet's just kind of having fun killing things, waiting for the cycle.
Yeah. I don't know. I think one of the reasons why that happened is I think Laws is kind of just, over it already. I think he knows that Jets is really far ahead. But he's still going for one cycle. I think he's still going to give us a good, entertaining ending.
Yeah, I think that sounds definitely something like Laws would do. Even if he knows he's not in a good position, he's still going to try and, entertain.
Oh, that's too early.
No. Only got 2. Alright.
Or a backup 2 cycle.
Yep. And now it's time for a very broken level. This is usually a big maze where you have to hit certain buttons in certain orders to make things appear and go through parts of the level. But a lot of it is connected to each other, so you can actually kind of break through and do a lot of the stuff out of sequence. And one of that things includes getting to the final platform early and spawning the last thing in the level, to the last pack chain. Jet's dying. Fortunately, just got a checkpoint.
Yeah, that's not too big of a death. Law's trying to go up for a backup 2 cycle here.
Yeah, we'll see if that gets pulled off.
Sweet time, though. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No! He didn't get it!
Alright, and one more skip here. Jets is almost done with the level. We never talked about 8 frames, because they're not very relevant until this point. This game has a weird feature where, and he got it, you can sometimes... when, walking off of a ledge or kind of going to a state of different movement. Oh, didn't get it.
He almost got it.
Well, going into a different state of movement, into, kind of walking in the air, you have 8 frames to jump before the game makes you fall. And there you can jump into the end of the level early and skip that couple seconds where you're just waiting to gain control of Pac-Man. Law's using his smart bomb to not get hit by the ghost.
Yeah.
Very smart.
Jet's on Spooky. He gets first face stun lock correctly.
Yes.
Apparently, you can Spooky can unlock you, and you can unlock Spooky. So good trade-off.
Yeah. Ooh, taking an intentional death there after
Yeah.
missing the stun lock in order to try
Slap
it
it.
again.
Yeah.
It's just so worth doing that
So
a
again-
lot of the time you'll see people die just to try it again. Although Jets is starting a chase here, where he's choosing to just track down Spooky instead of going for a stun lock again.
If it's one hit, most people don't do it. But if it's more than 3, then most people just death abuse there because it's harder to chase him than to just get the stun locks.
Yeah, but got that. And then you always die at the beginning of a phase to reset Spooky to the default position to try it again.
Okay, Jet's only getting 1 hit on the 3rd phase. That's
Yeah,
fine.
they're gonna chase.
Yeah.
Although the first 2 phases usually have a pretty alright way of getting to all 4 hits, this 3rd phase, I think it's almost like frame perfect to get hits 3 and 4 on stun lock. So you don't see it often. As in, unless you're watching the task, you really don't see it.
With a 4608, 4609 on
SRL.
and that's a race PB for him.
Nice!
That
That was a really good run for Jets.
Yeah, that was really good run for Jets. For that run, that was pretty close.
Absolutely.
Slacking. Yeah, we'll see if we can get Jets in here for some interview. While Laws finishes up here. I almost typed something by accident.
Oh, goodness. I'm gonna stop you right there.
Yeah,
One
so...
thing, alright, yeah, but Jets, really good run, 46. But we'll see if 46 prepares him for what's next.
Why, hello.
Because, hello,
Hello
Jets.
there, Jets.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That was
I take it, but I mean, that was a good run. I'm probably gonna forget about that one.
You're up against Nacho next. I just forgot.
Yeah, you are. But I feel like, other than some of the deaths, that run was actually fairly alright.
That was a pretty good run.
Dude, I'm glad. I mean, now that I think about it, when I die early, I like play better for the rest of the time. I mean, I died on Treewood Forest, and then I died at the beginning of Ice River Run. I was just like, man, this run is already not good, so I'm just gonna play loose.
You guys were really close up until Treewood.
Gotcha.
I think Laws died a little bit longer, a few more times than you did in Treewood, though.
Some people might have trouble like managing their health, you know, at the end of Treewood, but my biggest problem is where I died. You know how the camera shifts when you go on that like, little plus platform, like the plus looking platform with the ghost on it?
I know exactly where you are, because I still remember seeing the death.
Yeah, that camera turn, that's like the worst thing for me there. Like, I don't know why. It's like the only place I die there.
That don't touch your control stick.
I tried, dude, and then I I did, but then I was on the edge, so when I pressed A, I was already off. So.
Yeah, that's what happens. But I think most people just don't touch their control stick when they go through that because the camera will screw you up. It changes where you're controlling, which sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it goes from a forward to like it pans to the side to show the kind of plus platform in full
plussiness.
Yeah, it's a full plussiness.
Oftentimes, in this game, after you die, you get put in a very bad place for the camera. At least the camera like looked behind me, and I had to I couldn't rev roll because the camera was looking straight behind me. And it's just weird.
Laws choked a lot in AA and died in YPM, so he was very far behind. Other than that, this race was pretty close. And then having a really hard time in VP as well.
Yeah, VP was kind of very mean to Laws.
I know how it feels.
You guys are about a minute and 50 seconds apart after you finish ITV, so it wasn't that bad, but it was good.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with what you said earlier. You definitely picked up in the kind of later portion
Yeah.
Like after the first third of the game, you really started to pick up how you were performing, and it ended up you had a really good run, I think.
My ITV, I got the IL strats, and like if I didn't die, I thought it was gonna be a really good ITV, but
Yeah, you died
Just
on
really
what
weird.
was unfortunately one of the easier strats in my opinion.
yeah.
That
Was-
small bump, but it likes to do what it does.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, of course, me with the 59, I'm gonna call the 59, the 49, I'm gonna call the 46 great anyways, and just congratulate you once again.
Thank you.
I'm guessing you're more than a little bit worried about Nacho, though.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
mean,
have to get a better run than that, obviously.
yeah.
French too, so we're in the same boat, Jets.
Yeah, we gotta play out of our minds. Also, my Clyde was really muck ass. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that last hit. Oh, jeez.
Jesus Christ.
If you would have missed the last hit, if you would have done one more butt bounce, you wouldn't have been able to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are. I don't want to say it was luck, but you're like stupidly lucky.
Oh no, yeah, I was really lucky because if he turned any way, like not even the 5th phase, there was another phase where I was like struggling to get a hit, probably 4th phase.
Fourth,
And
yeah.
if he like tilted any other way, I was going to die either one of
No,
those.
it was first phase, I think, because you paused.
Oh, first phase? Yeah,
First
I did
phase?
pause.
Yeah, you paused, but you still got the eye bounce in the end.
Yeah.
5 was the one where you took way too. Oh,
Oh,
Laz flipping
no.
off of the platform trying.
Yeah, because I oh dang, rip
Yeah.
Laz. I usually at least get one. Like I got hit by the snowball, so I couldn't do an eye bounce. But I usually do one eye bounce, so that last part is like never a problem. But
Mhm.
yeah, I had to do that like that. I don't think I've done it that way in a while, so it was a little
Yeah.
weird.
This
Also,
is not
dang,
a good race for Laz.
He accidentally hit the bottom of that.
The
That's
break.
instant death. It doesn't really matter what your angle is. If you hit the bottom of that, it's pretty much over.
Yeah.
This is pretty much how the race for Laz has been. It's not been good.
Let's see if he gets it this time. There we go. He got it.
All right. Yeah, starting, but he did slip in trying to get platform last time, so hopefully that
He
doesn't happen again.
Ori, stop commentating.
Oh no!
Okay.
Don't
Sorry.
jinx him. Don't jinx him. Don't jinx him. We got this.
Yeah. I'll just mute.
Even though Laz has had a lot of deaths, I'm really proud of him for finishing, or at least trying to, because it's very hard to finish after all of this.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It's
I
really
remember-
discouraging.
It is. I remember our race. I literally said, our laser. I literally said in chat, I don't know if I have the mental force for like Pac-Man.
Oh, he's going for the old setup.
Yeah, he's gonna go for old at this point.
I
Definitely.
haven't seen the old setup in a
understand.
while. This will be interesting. Let's see.
Yeah.
This one
Uh,
way more forgiving.
Oh my God, Laz.
Oh no.
Yeah, the
He's
gist
got
of
a death.
this is instead of doing what we do now, where we kind of do around at the gap in the bridge, we go a longer way. And we're going to. Okay, he's trying this again. Yeah, but in the old version of the skip, you go around, or you don't like turn at the beginning, but instead you just keep going forward, and then you hit the button that we're trying to hit to get to the end of the stage. We hit it from the side. So like where Laz is when
Okay,
Laz is
got it.
facing the when Laz is facing the platform, we used to like go to the left of that platform.
Also,
So-
I wanna comment. I don't know. I didn't know you could do it like that. Like I feel like it's way safer doing it like just in the middle of the platform. Like how I do it. I don't.
That's how I do it. But then
That's very
"Oh,
scary there on the edge.
Butt
Then you
bounce,
wait-
so I don't know if weight skip actually happened.
No, it doesn't. He is way too far away from it.
Yeah. Definitely was mashing, I can tell.
Yeah.
I think. Probably would have got it if not mashing.
Oh yeah, he was right there. Even if he butt bounced like like
a
frame or two
little bit
afterwards, he
later,
would've got
yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see how Laz does in Spooky. This is very hard to watch run, but I mean, I'm very proud of him for finishing it out because like I said, even
This game is discouraging as heck.
It's Kitty.
Yes.
I almost didn't finish, so.
I don't know if we've had any straight up forfeits so far, which is
We
great.
have not.
Always
would have
good to
been-
see.
Ooh, he's trying for stun logs.
I'm surprised
I respect this. He's trying to get, he's trying to get the proper strat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look, oof, he almost got it. Really
Yeah,
close.
gonna chase though because
Worst thing about Spooky, in my opinion, is that there is a thing called Phantom Hits, which gives you the audio cue and the vibration, but you don't actually hit Spooky.
Oh yeah, no, Spooky is horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has my favorite glitch in the game cutscene state, where if you do a kickflip at a certain time, you can be in the cutscene, but he's moving around because he starts the cutscene and then like finishes his hit animation, which lets him move around.
Yeah.
And of course, I love that because it's a reference to a glitch in World 3 that is completely useless.
At least this final boss is more forgiving than a lot of other games.
Absolutely.
Talking to me?
It's very short too, which is very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like casually, if you don't know, casually if you like don't know what you're doing exactly, it can be very hard.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to rev roll, and then he'll just keep moving like he's kind of been doing for Laz right now. Like if you don't time your rev rolls well, he'll just run away from you and probably get really frustrating.
Alright, he's finally on the third phase of Spooky.
Now, besides the first time, this is like the only time this has ever been done. All 4 hits, I think. I mean, besides that, you are going to have to chase this last phase regardless. So
Yeah.
he didn't mess anything up. It's just how the boss is for some reason.
Last hit of the final boss. He should be done in the next, like, 2 minutes. There we go. He's done.
There we go. Just
Lot
under
of-
57. Still
That-
respectable.
Still respectable. There's props to him for at least finishing. I mean,
Absolutely.
it would have been easy for somebody to just
Yeah,
Just quit.
he just immediately got off. That's fine, though.
I know
Yeah.
he had some problems before this, so I understand. I asked him if he was okay to go, and he said okay. I respect that.
Yeah. So congrats to Laws for finishing, and congrats to Jets for moving on to face against Nacho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck to me. Yeah.
Good
Congratulations.
luck. I didn't have to
That race
face
has not been scheduled yet, I don't think. Oh well, of course not. Of course I haven't been scheduled yet. Duh. I was thinking about McKitty and Frogs. The only one that's somewhat scheduled right now is me and Frenchie. We're scheduled for next Tuesday, so they might be doing one this weekend. So we will see.
Yeah, I think their availability is pretty good on the weekends. I think so.
Yeah, the odds are on Jets versus Nacho is most likely going to win. There's still obviously there's no
Nacho's gonna bottom him.
There's no knowing.
There's no guarantee Nacho will win, but there is a higher probability he will win. So I'm gonna guess that means we should probably head out.
Mhm.
Yes.
We've got a link to the past coming up here in just a few minutes.
Yeah. So GG's to Laz and GG's to you guys. I always love giving props to you guys, the commentators.
Be sure to follow the runners and the commentators.
Absolutely. It was a blast commentating this, and it was just a blast to watch in general.
Yeah. Our next race I said is currently scheduled for next Tuesday, but there may be one this weekend. We're not too sure yet.
Yeah. We still have time for people to throw stuff in.
And
Keep
then
an eye on
and then Jets and Nacho, but
Alrighty.
All right. Yeah. That's all we have. We're going to kick it off to the link to the past people.
yeah, thank you all for watching.
Thank you.